It's the Me and My Dad podcast with me and that over there. Oh yeah, there'll be a bit of that throughout. So if you've got young ears, we warn you not to listen to it. All right, because mainly it comes from that mouth over there.
Young ears?
Yeah,
Fuck's young ears.
you were meant to. You're not meant to say because I meant that. This is a warning.
I wonder would you lick the back of my...
That's better. You see, you got to wait for the bleep. Anyway, there'll be loads of that kind of stuff. So if you're into it, share it with your mates. Let them know about it. Tag them. You can watch us. Just click on the link below. And remember, you can listen. The listening link is also down below. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
Hello.
Yes. Hallelujah. Praise. All right. Fuck. Right. Chill. Relax. All right. Calm down. Welcome to season 2 of the Me and My Dad podcast. I am me.
I'm my dad.
Well, he's the dad part of it. We had to spend some time away after season 1. The fame got too much for us.
Fuck.
The fame got too much for me and Mick. So we had a wee hiatus. We went away for a couple of weeks, months.
Hiatus?
How long was it since we've done this?
It's been... It seems about 2 months, maybe 3 months.
So we're going to start season 2 with a bang. We're going to bring on a guest straight away. No kissing, no foreplay, no nothing. Straight in there. And no one better than Ronnie O'Sullivan. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's Dad.
I've been called worse by better people.
I'm only joking. This is Sean from Cambridge's Barbershop on the Lisburn Road. I've actually been in there before, Sean.
Yes.
You probably don't remember cutting.
Nah, you were a kid then, Declan.
I wasn't even famous then, to be honest.
Oh, here. Look at her. Sean, look at her. He doesn't go anymore.
I haven't got a cut in a wee while.
Goes to a hairdresser now, Sean. Goes to a hairdresser.
Anyway, lovely to have you in, Sean. Thank you very much for coming on to the first episode. How are you?
I'm great. I feel brilliant. I'm just out of work, so straight up here from work.
Oh, so you were literally cutting hair a couple of minutes ago, and then you thought, here, geez, fair play.
Yeah, Sean, that's what we were talking about the second series of episodes we want to do. And we want to speak to people who, you know, from the road, characters who have seen a bit of life. You know, you can talk to all these celebrities and they flip and talk about this, that, and the other. We want to talk to people that, real people.
Bit of normality. Bit of normality.
Mick, who was the last celebrity you spoke to?
Garth Brooks.
I'm a wee bit low.
Years.
Excuse me.
He's got friends in low places.
Excuse me. Yeah, I like that. Hold on a wee minute. Who got you the opportunity to speak to Garth Brooks?
Well, I did because I fucking created you. End off. Make that.
He's rinsed me there, folks. He's fucking rinsed me. Not gonna lie. Can't even come back from that. Pun intended, by the way, as well. Fucking mad. I'm sure, Sean, like cutting hair day in, day out, you get some mad people in like as well, do you?
Get mad people on every day. It's every day's a different day. Different people. The current affairs all change, so the conversation, the topic of conversation changes like minute by minute every day.
I was about to say, do you find a barbershop a bit like a taxi? Do you know when like taxi man banter is like, busy mate?
Yes, there's a famous quote that the people who know how to run the world properly are barbers and taxi drivers, but they're just too busy cutting hair and driving taxis. So we don't run the world. But yeah, it's your shoulder to cry on, as well as a bit like a sort of a therapist, really.
Like
you know?
counselor?
Yeah,
That's what I was going to say, because
but who counsels the barbers? You know,
100%. But about like people do come in on a daily basis and tell you all their problems and all that.
And
And
you do get the same questions, like, you know, are you busy? What time are you on to? It's the same sort of thing, you know.
Does that annoy you, or do you love it? Like?
No, it's just comes with the job. It's one of those things, and as I say, the banter and the chat, and it goes up and down the chairs. It just doesn't fix on my customer. It goes up and down all the customers and the people in the waiting area as well. Everybody's involved.
Unreal. How many barbers work in Cambridge? There's a few of you, isn't there?
2 barbershops now, one on the Lisburn Road and one at Queen's University on Stramillis Road. And over the 2 of them, there's probably about 4 barbers in each at any time of the day.
Jeez, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Fair play. Last time I was in your shop on the Lisburn Road, I actually shit myself because he tell you I have a fear of wasps. Like
Right.
a proper squeal like a wee girl if a wasp in the room and run out. I was sitting getting my haircut, but there was a wasp that continually was flying around. And the barber, I don't think it was you, but there was a barber there calling. He was just like, "Fuck off" to the wasp like that. They're like
It
taking
probably
it
was me.
proper. But I was really shitting myself. Like,
No, I we had a nest one time before, which was close to the shop, and we were not infested in the shop, but we just kept getting the wasps in through the window. And
I just went
we're
in
always
the
beating
wrong
them.
time, Sean. I
Yeah.
just went in the
So you
wrong
never
time.
come back because of a wasp.
Yep, that was me. I was done. Sure, look at the state of my hair now. Fuck's sake, I need to go back. I know, I really do. I'm due a haircut, but have you noticed the styles changed from over the years?
They have, of course, but
It's all fades and
come
all now,
full
isn't it?
circle. I mean, I was doing fades when I was 19, 20 years old. That was only about 10 years ago. But you do the maths. But no, they keep coming back. It's full circle, but there is a lot of skin fade. I mean, one of my shops is Skin Fade City. It's been nicknamed that. And then the other shop is the older man's shop. A lot of guys coming in at the old traditional short back and side scissor cuts.
Oh, is it just to be just neating me up there, sir? Thin it out a wee bit.
Thin it out a bit,
Thin it out with the
You're very posh.
Thicken it out a wee
Lisburn Road's not as posh as you think.
Lisburn Road, they all drink coffees with a pinky in the air. I
Well,
used
I
to
do
live
that
up the
myself
road
with a
there.
pint.
BT9. The BT9ers.
All right, mate. Like working on our face.
The BT9ers.
What do you do when you're not cutting hair? Do you have any hobbies or?
I've a lot of hobbies in my mind, but I never get time to do them. I'm always out walking. My wife and I go out walking most nights.
So do I.
And we try our best. We try our best. But it's come up to holiday time, so we'll have to sort of look our trimmest go on holiday and that there. But
Beach bod.
hobbies, like a bit of art, love music. Listening to music on the record player. Mick.
Right,
You
this is
remember
mixed
that?
forte. This is mixed
You
forte.
would remember those, the vinyls coming out.
Go on. Who's your influence? Who do you
Load
like?
of vinyl-
Who's your
vinyls.
favorite?
Everything, anything from Def Leppard to Dean Martin. I just everything.
this guy.
A true music man. A man
Yeah.
that can listen to anything and
Anything
go,
at all and appreciate
that's
it.
good, or that's not good, or that's a bit of quality, or those lyrics are powerful.
Yeah, you looked at me and said that as if I have a shit taste in music. by the
No,
way.
sometimes you play songs and I go, what the
Fucking hold
Yeah.
on a wee minute. Give me an
the
example.
hell is that?
Hold on. Give me an example.
Some
I
of
have
the-
a really good taste.
I'm
I have literally never fucking listened to that kind of
You
music.
said-
no, fuck up.
Hold
no,
on a minute.
I've
Let's
never in my life.
On a ski trip you went, we hear this one day. And I go, what the
I don't get it
fuck
either.
is that?
It has
Where's
to
he
be
going to
words.
sing?
Can I
Like,
just
could you
say?
imagine in years to come?
Excuse me.
Hold on.
Shush. I'm putting your mic down. Nah, mic's down. Can I just say, by the way, the song that he's actually singing there was "Love Inc. You're a Superstar."
No,
'Cause
it's not. No.
that is the hardest. I would probably go.
Put my makeup. No, it's not. It's not Love Inc. Because that's actually a good song. It's some of those ones that they mix together. I call them now. What do I call that? Snapchat songs or whatever the kids can look at. Absolute.
TikTok, ladies and gentlemen, TikTok.
Aye, TikTok. That's what. Some of the things are. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of adverts, the TV, and the kids
Yeah.
go, "Oh, do you ever hear this song?" Like Kate Bush, "Run Up That Hill." Fucking
Running up at their hill.
that hill.
Where's Kate Bush from Lennox?
40 years old. 40 years old.
40-year-old song.
Fucking Kate Bush. Run
But
up that
some
hill.
of the music, Sean, you must admit, like, can you imagine somebody's wedding song in 40 years' time? Here, maybe you're playing our wedding song.
Apparently,
Six like chickens in a hen house.
apparently there's a DJ, a bit of mix up in communication with the DJ and the bridal or the bride. I think it was. She wanted the Robin Hood song played. I think I heard another DJ,
I know
Johnny
what you're
Hero,
gonna-
said it, and he no problem. I'll play that there, and he just put it on, and it came to the bit with the first dance, and it was Robin Hood, and
no
his merry
way.
men. Things
They
like
meant
that.
everything
So
I
you need
do,
to be
I'll do
very
it for you,
specific
like-
as to what you do. He wanted the Brian Adams song.
That actually happened. Do you know the singer Ram McMullen?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
He's from Portaferry, is he? I think so. Anyway, but he's sensational, brilliant singer. Big up Ran. If you're watching, chances are you're not, but fuck it. He was asked to do a first dance at a wedding, and the bride and groom went, "I want the song from The Little Mermaid." And it was, part of this world, like one of those really was. He got up and started going, "Under the sea, under the sea," and he's sitting playing away, like looking at the bride and groom, going, "Good, isn't it? You like that, do you?" And all they're like, "Fuck no, that's not the right song."
Dangerous world. But see those wedding songs, like,
Oh, here.
you seen that classic video of the couple and the Ed Sheeran song?
Oh, when your legs don't work like they used to before.
The fellow was in a wheelchair and the DJ played that.
I love that. I love
You know,
that humor though.
Here,
Oh, that
I love
humor's
when
brilliant.
things go like that.
it's very. We love Max and Patty and like Phoenix Nights and all that. It's
Yeah.
very that kind of humor. It kind of reminds me of a time you were away with Jared Milligan.
Oh, here.
Will you hear this, Sean? Jesus Christ.
That's true, Sean. Now, Jared Milligan, great friend, made a motorbike accident years and years ago, confined to a wheelchair. The first thing was we're in the airport, Belfast International, and I borrowed. A cat used to be a chauffeur. I borrowed his hat. He's sitting in the thing. We put the hat on him, and somebody says, "Oh, it's your mate." And he says, "That's a pilot." Fuck. See people's face. We go, what? What? We're getting on the EasyJet flight to Tenerife. But we went to Tenerife, and we're out this night, and we were having. There was 5 fellas for a start. The crack was 90. We're in this bar, karaoke bar, and the place was bummed. And I went up, put a request in with the DJ. I said, "My mate's a great singer, Jared Milligan." He says, "All right, what does he want to sing?" And I says, you wouldn't play You Never Walk Alone. He put Never Walk Alone for him. He loves singing it. And he goes, "Right, no problem." He says, "I'll look for that now. Any other one?" And I says, "Well, look, either that or Stand By Me."
Oh.
Right? So the DJ goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, from Belfast, we have..."
What was the DJ you?
Some daggies.
John Milligan, right? And he's singing, "You'll Never Walk Alone." And fucking Jared looked at me and went, "You bastard," right? He came out in the wheelchair. And the DJ over the mic went, "You're a fucker." To me. And that's a true story. Jared will even tell it himself. But it's the Belfast humour, it's the Irish humour. We can laugh at that.
We can't. I mean, take the awkward moment out. My son's in a wheelchair, and it was yeah. No,
I'm so fucking sorry. Oh my god.
No, listen. I get the.
I didn't know that. Fuck me. Get away.
Taking that.
Cut the podcast.
Start again. No, listen. Listen, I'm going to take your producer into this one, right? When he was working on the radio years ago, I entered a competition. You had to answer 3 questions. First of 3, basically. So you were battling against another person on the phone. And I'm actually going red for you. So anyway. I'm on the phone getting the questions right. So the winner of that morning had to stay on for the next morning.
Yes.
So I was getting a phone call every morning on the house phone now, not the that's how long ago we're going back, it wasn't mobile. So I had to take that. So if I exit my house, the phone cuts off. So Matthew, my son, I'm waiting on his bus coming for his day centre. And the producer here calls me every morning around about 8:30. The bus comes around about 25 to 20 to 9, right? So he was running about 5 minutes late, calling me, and I go, wow. So the phone rings, I'm on the phone, answering the questions. The bus then pulls up. I've got Matthew in his wheelchair in my utility room ready to take him out. And the driver's going, come on. I'm on the fucking radio. So he then runs down the bus, the switch on the radio goes like this.
Oh my god.
And that morning I lost.
Oh my god. Brilliant. So you know producer Mark quite well,
From
do you?
a long time ago on when he was on the City Beat, I believe. Yeah, City Beat.
Well, let's hear your sexy voice.
It wasn't that same, very, very sexy, deep voice.
Oh,
on the
the
radio.
Barry White voice.
Yeah,
I could do
Well,
Mark
what's
Lima's
a lot?
voice. Hold on, I can do Mark Lima's voice. Here it is.
Hi, my name is Mark Lima.
No, you don't do it for me, Tacky.
No. You can't hear, but in my headphones
All right.
I've deepened my voice and it sounds really sexy like him.
And his head, aye.
Welcome to City Beat Breakfast. I'm Mark Lima.
I got it there.
That was good. Yeah, there you
Was
go.
good.
You
That was
see. Oh, those were the days.
That's an awkward moment out of the way.
Thank fuck.
Fuck, I'm down here.
I'm actually sweating quite profusely. After that, I'm not gonna lie. I'm absolutely sweating like fuck. Oh, Jesus.
Well, that's why I said about Sean coming on, because knowing him, the crack. I don't know if you remember, Sean, but I worked quite close to where you are, and I worked on a plane.
Right.
We used to bring some
Cross
of the
road,
young
yeah.
kids down, and they're challenging kids.
Yeah,
to say the
very
least.
challenging.
Oh, this was to get their haircut.
Yeah.
Here, and
Obviously.
they were the only place that these are kids before Tourette's was named Tourette's and what have you. These are kids that would have walked in. The barbers packed on a Saturday.
Oh, they were great kids, and
They would have walked
they've
in.
created some great stories. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
really have.
No, I fucking don't want him. I want him.
Yeah.
Fucking Sean, I want you.
Brilliant.
The way it goes on. One kid in particular, he was in, and he was only about 11, but he's one of the barbers cut his hair, and he wanted a wee line put in his head.
Oh, the wee
The
guy.
curls, which I thought at the time were parents, because I didn't realise the situation, and he wanted a line. The barber didn't do the line. So out the kid goes, but he's screaming to the top of his voice, I fucking hate that place, And I mean, he was proper shouting in the Lisburn Road. We're going, what's going on here? A couple of minutes later, the barber comes running in, straight out the back of the shop. What happened there? And the kid comes following him behind him. The kid's only about 11. He sits down and he starts kicking the post of my shop. And I had to sort of intervene. Oi, stop doing that. What's wrong? And he starts shouting, I want a fucking line. And I went, calm down. And he said, I want a fucking line.
You don't shout that in the Lisburn Road like that.
I just came at him with it. And I said, we don't do fucking lines. I'll do a line, because they were. Right, so I got his hair cut and that was okay. So I was cutting his hair. And I said, where do you normally get your hair cut? And he mentioned the name, I'll not say the name of the shop. He says, on the Falls Road. And I says, all right, I know it. I know it well. I said, what's it like in there? And he went, it's better than this fucking dump. And that sort of made my day. It's like, what do? You just have to take it on the chin.
You just have to take it. See, I love one-liners.
Oh, here.
One-liners are class. Do you want to hear the best one-liner I've ever heard in my life? Like, in my whole life. The best.
From Kelly, was it? I love you.
No, fuck. Definitely not. No, just said that in a while. Best one-liner I ever heard in my life. I worked in LaSalle School, right?
Yeah.
I was a classroom assistant. And do you know the kids used to like slag each other all the time, right? And there was a wee heavier kid, right? Like he was good size, like, and he was sitting and do you know he like space.
Fat.
Yeah. He's space fuck's sake, right? Go ahead. He'd Space Raiders and buns and crisps, and sweets and Mars bars and all in his pocket, and he's sitting, hoofing away at them, like eat away. And then there's a wee kid like that there, like, and a wee smick, like, and he says to him, "You're a fat cunt. You're a fat wee cunt. Not to say to you, why are you such a fat cunt? Why are you so fucking fat?" And like this, the fat kid went, "Because every time I buck your ma, she gives me a Mars bar."
Killer line.
I high-fived him.
That's as funny as
I high-fived him.
I'm fucking right, I did. I was like, "Kid, that was brilliant." And then the teacher went, "Sir, you should not be encouraging that." I went, "Oh no, listen, like you gotta give him a merit." I was like, "That was fucking excellent."
The
Like,
school I went to, the teachers would have spoke to us like that.
what school did you go to?
I went to Barnagay on the Antrim Road.
Barney.
Went to two primary schools. Star of the Sea, St Patrick's, to finish off P6 and P7. They did do P6 and P7 and Star of the Sea. And then I went to Barnagay on the Antrim Road.
What was Barney like? Did you
Barney
go
he
to?
wasn't teaching on it then, was he?
I'm not too sure.
Gender-haired Barney, fat Barney.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. But look, the school days are hard or as easy for many people. They were hard for me, but it was a rough school. I mean, it was rough. I mean, like I say, even the teachers beat you. So I mean, it was just mad. It was
Barney
mad.
definitely was there. Then,
It was a school of hard. It was the true school of hard knocks. Thankfully, all that's out the window and it's gone. Although in saying that, some of the kids need it.
Oh, here, 100%.
Don't get me started on that, John.
I know, I
100%.
old school, but no, it was a ruthless school. It really was, from every angle.
I'm a LaSalle boy. I went to LaSalle after yourself. I don't think you know this. I put down Malone College as my first choice, just because I had to walk less.
No, you were never going there.
No, I know.
No, never going there.
Walls are made of cardboard. No, I'm joking. Don't sue me, Malone College. But no, school days I loved my school days. Like I have to say, I know people have different sort of perceptions of school. I had a great time. I mean, I fucking hated school. Like I didn't lie. I was never very academic, was it?
No, you weren't.
Straight
You
away.
weren't.
Straight away.
But like most things, Declan, people tend to love their school days after their school days.
Oh, 100%.
You do miss a lot. Yeah, you realise what you were having. Like,
Definitely. And like did you always know you wanted to go into barbering? Like, did you know?
No, I went to America in the late 80s, and stayed out there I did 2 terms in school out there. Came back here for
Did you?
5th year.
That, sure.
Yeah, just in New York. And came back here, and I just didn't like school. It just wasn't for me. And I've always been a grafter. Been working since literally primary school. Different wee jobs, selling the telegraph, doing trolley runs and Stewart's in the Antrim Road, things like that. Anything at all to make money. So I've always wanted to work.
Yeah.
And I think it was the last week, the end of August, I just didn't want to go back to school. I was going back if I hadn't found a job. And I just walking past Rosemary Street, and there was a big sign in her traffic window. Want to be a hairdresser? 16 over. 16 over.
Traffic, yeah.
16 or over. And I just went in and said, "Is there any job?" It was a Friday. Is there any jobs going? The girl says, "Yeah, no problem." Asked me a few questions, weird questions, which you couldn't ask today. And then she says, "Could you start
Can you
tomorrow?"
give an example of the questions?
Yeah,
Go.
She says, "Can you start on Monday?" I said, "Yes." She says, "No, I'm away to Spain on Sunday. Can you start tomorrow?" And that was the start of my hairdressing career.
Serious?
So I started, did 2 years in hairdressing, and then accidentally was placed by a training scheme in a barbershop in the Antrim Road. and I've loved it ever since.
And so it's proper a passion for you now, like doing
yeah,
yeah,
100%.
because I love that, because it started sort of like, oh, any job's going as a job basically, but then you sort of grew to love it over time.
I
which
loved
think
it. The hairdressing was great. It was fun and thing, but the barbering is a lot different. It's more hands-on. You're with different customers every 20 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah.
As I say, every day's a different day, and it's just brilliant. And all you're doing is cutting hair and shaving, and that's it.
See,
There's none of this
I'd love that.
hairdressing, if you know what I mean. You're not dressing
you're not
hair,
doing
stuff.
highlights
You're
and all that
cutting,
madness,
You're
and
styling, you're remodeling, and it's great. The 2 questions I was asked were, are you gay and can you change a plug? That was the 2 questions on my interview. I love it.
What kind of plug?
That's what I was about to say. Imagine that these days.
You can't do that. That was the 2 questions I was asked, and I thought it was very strange.
In that order.
I thought it was very strange. But I think it was a case of where they were going to place you.
Say but.
It was a case of where they were going to place you in respect to, was there a couple of gay hairdressers working in this shop and not that shop or whatever? And I said no and yes. Yeah, no and yes were the answers. And they placed me in Botanic Avenue. So that was my first job. First proper on the books.
That's brilliant.
That's
And
just
obviously they trained you up and all, because there's a hair academy there, wasn't there? Like
the hair academy was there, but they didn't train you there, which was weird. They made you work there.
Yeah.
Did a wee bit of training, and then you went to college in Tar Street over in East Belfast, which is really interesting during the Troubles. With a name like Sean.
Absolutely.
I can imagine.
Did you change it to John or anything?
Well, there was one workplace I changed my name to JP, John Patrick.
JP.
So, but my name is John Patrick anyway, but I just got called Sean from the day I was born.
See, that's a thing as well. Like, because my ma, Maura, is called Mary.
Okay, sure. Lad.
And my dad's Seamus, but his name is
James. Yeah, that used to be, yeah. But yeah,
Am I called fucking Jim or something?
yeah, it was just the way of things in those days.
I was working in the city hospital years ago under the name JP.
JP.
And this guy, Jim McElroy, lovely, lovely fella. He's known me longer than I've known myself, but he always called me Seamus. And there's a couple of old hands would have called me by my dad's name. You know, I was the eldest son, so they called me Seamus. I have a younger brother, Seamus. So I was standing this Sunday morning, first thing, and he walks in and he goes, "All right, Seamus, son." And Emma, the girl at the shop, she's going, "Who's Seamus?" And I said, "Oh, Jim, how are you?" You know, all these talk. And every question he asked me was, "How's your ma, Seamus? How's your dad, Seamus? How's this, Seamus? How's that, Seamus?" And I'm answering. And she just bit and went, "His name's not Seamus." And and I'm going, "Don't do that to the man, you know."
Yeah, just.
And I said to her, he says, "Look, love, if you want to call him James, you call him James. But I'm Irish and I'm calling him Seamus." And he says, "His name's not James either."
Brilliant, like.
But that her academy,
Yeah, her traffic, yeah.
her traffic. If I remember right, nearly everybody who went into barbering or hairdressing,
The hairdressing especially.
because there's a big one in Castle Street too, isn't it?
Well,
That's the one I'm thinking of. The one down the road
Bellers,
from
the thingy Bell,
Cash Converters.
yes, that was her traffic there too.
Oh, the corner. Yeah, Jared
It's
Bell, Cash
behind
Uncle,
the-
yeah.
behind the bar.
Jared Bell,
The Hercules
started
bar.
there too. It'd be about the same age as Sean.
Probably would, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them went through her traffic. A lot of the barbers would have come through the likes of the executive.
Yeah,
Things like that there. So a lot of the barbers would have been.
Have any, like, say, for talk's sake, if I woke up in the morning and went, I fancy being a barber, has anyone just sort of went for it? Like, just not trained, just went into it, like, and just thought, I could
you're
fade.
going to make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, there's a couple of. It could be a year. It could be 2 years training and things like that to get on the floor, proper cutting confidently.
Yeah.
There's now guys out there, and I do a wee bit of education. Unofficially, I can't qualify you as a barber. Yeah. But there's others out there that promise you certificates and whatever, but it's not an MDQ. And they need to be very, very careful when people want to learn. Because if they're paying out 800 or 1,200 quid, whatever it is to learn, and rightfully so, they're going to learn the trade, but they're not being qualified. You need to go to a college to be qualified.
Yeah.
I profess that I don't qualify you. You're not going to get an MVQ from me, but I will teach you all you know. I sort of pulled back on it with the 2 shops now. I pulled back on it.
Extra flat, I'd probably run those 2 things. Like
social pages are still going and whatever, and people ask me questions on a monthly basis for advice and tips and things like that.
Unreal. That's class. Like, it's something I think it's genuine, like a craft. Mm-hmm. Like, because when I'm watching, I actually watch barbers when they're cutting their hair. I'm like, I love the way, because there's different like wee techniques where they like comb it all up and then do the thing, then cut there, or else to cut over to the side or diagonally and all that stuff. Like, and I'm just like, that's class. And then I've often thought to myself,
can I do that?
I'd be able to do that, I reckon, but
here
I probably won't.
There's an awful lot of people
Who actually does cut your hair? That's a great question.
Well, it's one of my barbers. Sometimes I do go to other barbershops, but it's normally one of my barbers.
Would you critique, like, if you were getting your hair cut, would you be like, that's fucking,
Funny.
I wouldn't cut at that angle there.
Funny enough, no, I don't. Every barber has their own style of cutting now. I teach them my way, and then you adapt your own way, your own comfort zone. You know, people chip down into it, or I shouldn't do that too often. Like, you know, they chip down into the hair, or the club cut it, or they thin it out, or whatever. It's just different techniques, and they do get their own techniques after a while. But answering the question, it's normally my wife would like a certain barber cut my hair. So my wife would go to Stephen, who's working in the Stradmillis shop.
Would you come home and she'd be like, oh, Stephen's cut that today?
Oh, most women actually do, believe it or not.
Serious?
Yeah, I mean, I remember there was a guy waiting for me, but there was about 4 customers waiting for him, for me as well before him. And he says, look, Sean, I'll just go to such and such here. I said, no problem, whatever. So then I get a phone call about an hour after he leaves. And I get a phone call to the shop. He says, if Margaret asks you who cut my hair, you cut it. And she, because he went home and she said, Sean didn't cut that.
Your hair? That's amazing.
And I had to lie to this woman.
I love it.
Sorry, Margaret.
I wasn't feeling well.
Margaret's just found out.
He was raging that she recognised that I did. And so women, a lot of people do realise
incredible,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is incredible. It must be a signature.
Because see, recently I've been going around different barbers because we've moved sort of across town, and from I've moved across town, like I always went to a local in Finnegy, and I've went to yourself a few times down Lisburn Road. I've just been around, but I'm just sort of floating around. Like when I worked in town, I went to like a place downstairs. I'll not name any places but I went to a place downstairs, and then I've changed to a place up near me, and then more recently I went to another random place. But it's all been so different. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
But just going back on something you said there, you were saying about you often watched the barber and thought I could do that myself. I'm fucking telling you, during COVID, I fucking learned that lesson. Because my wife, who's in there, Sean, says to me, but everybody bought hedge clippers during hedge clippers or hair clippers during
bush
COVID.
trimmers.
And my wife says, "Well, cut your." I swear to God, she'd even tell yourself. She cut my hair. I fucking looked at him. I was like a Trappist monk.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Went, what the fuck?
COVID did a lot of damage in respect, but listen, all the customers are going back because they're fed up with the house cuts, you know.
Did you notice after COVID, like people coming in with like dodgy grown back hair, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Harry Christ.
Like I say, I was getting comments and questions online every day. How do I do this?
Yeah.
I was like, so I ended up creating a video. I ended up featured in one of the newspapers. I created
That's
a video,
brilliant, like a tutorial.
A tutorial in the bathroom of my house. I was cutting my son's hair. And basically I was spinning them around and showing them how to do it, the guards and different things. And it proved very effective. There was people in London texting me, sending me photographs of their haircuts, thanking me for my video.
Brilliant.
This is what they've created on the back of that video. And it was brilliant. It's brilliant getting messages like that. Incidentally, during COVID, I trained my son, who now works full-time for me as well. You know,
that's class. No way.
And he just got an award, so well done to him. He just got an award
very
there
good. What's
last
his
week.
name?
Reese Lawlor. Reese Lawlor hair.
All right.
Go ahead, Reece. Well done.
Good man. Following in the fella's footsteps.
I trained him too, but he's not as fucking successful as Reece.
He's not blowing the dust off the vinyl, Mick.
No. Look, he just hits a button.
DJ
He hits a
Spotify.
button. We had to clean the records and all, Sean.
I went proper DJs up all the time about your job's easy now. You know, it is easy. It's easy.
30 years ago, ask that man the first time he met me.
Listen.
30 years ago, what I made him do.
I'm not. Go on.
It was New Year's Eve. I wasn't going out because we couldn't get a babysitter. It must have been 24, 25 years ago. And we didn't have a babysitter. And the mother-in-law, they were all away out. Everyone was out. And my sister asked me, was I going out? And I said, no. She says, I'll babysit. So the only place that was available to go was St. Michael's Parish Centre. And that's exactly what I said. I said, I'm not going to a parish centre on New Year's Eve.
Look, it'd be terrible.
But I'll tell you, it was one of the best nights to this day on New Year's Eve that I've ever had. Honest to
Sean,
God,
seriously?
I'm serious. The crack was brilliant. So anyway, I'm sitting having a pint. I was only sitting with the in-laws and a couple of friends with them as well, and drinking away. And the next minute, the DJ speaking, this man here, and he,
all right, everybody, welcome to St. Michael's Discount. It's a bit like your man in Tenerife
then I
earlier.
heard my name being mentioned, my full name, and I'm thinking, the DJ doesn't know me. So I gets up, and I had to go to the little box underneath the DJ pit He was up. You were up there.
right.
We room
Up
behind
on a
it.
pedestal. Of course he was.
And I'm going, what's here? Well, we're just going to do a wee bit of a stars in their eyes because it was a big thing back then. And he hands me this red velvet dress, and I'm going, no, I'm not wearing this. He goes, no, it's a cloak. Put it on. So he hands me a cloak and a crown and a microphone stand, and I had to do Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
And there was Elvis and Tina Turner and who was the other one?
Oh, here,
Dolly
back
Parton.
then.
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
So we end up, I got good credit.
Did you
for
have
that.
the big Bristol cities and all for Dolly Parton?
Yeah.
And,
You
Within
did.
day. Within
And
day.
I've also I've done that
You called
a
her.
lot of times since, believe it or not. I've done a lot of times
Have you?
since, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember you were very
Yeah.
good at because you were quite shy and you were going, I'm not doing this.
Well, because
but
it was
your
a velvet
mates had
dress.
said, the people that said to me, here, this guy be great crack, and you get him going.
Well,
And away,
listen,
away you
that's what
went.
it did.
Going back to what you said earlier, I'd be the first to admit, yes, DJs do get a lot easier nowadays. And I am a DJ nowadays. Like, I did a wedding there last night, and our load-in time was 10 minutes.
Here. Remember the first time
See,
you done
when
that, me?
See, when I helped you for the first time, like when I was 15, 16, whatever, like, it was about fucking an hour and a half. Because then the man used to come up to him doing the weddings, like, or the woman,
Yeah.
whoever was in charge of the hotel, and go, do you need a wee table, love? And he was like, about 6 or 7.
A wee
I'm like,
table.
fucking 6 or 7?
That's right, that's true. Sure,
Six
man in the
CDs.
King's Head.
Yeah,
All around
yeah.
the place.
He's dead now. God rest him.
Don't
But
believe
the
it.
old fella in the King's
No
Head,
way.
you remember
Is he-
him?
is he dead?
He was a
Is he?
grumpy. He refused me a table one night, and I says, that's no problem, I can't set up. And the bride and groom went, he needs a table. He has to put his gear on
A
the table.
table?
He can put it on the floor. He was a wee ex-merchant Navy guy. He was as strict as get out. So he was, and the people says, he's not putting it on the floor, get him a table. Now, this is a true story. I had to go to St. Michael's and get a table from St. Michael's and bring it down. Your mum wouldn't give me a table.
I tried
That's
DJing.
nuts, like.
I tried DJing a couple of times and I could never do it. I was good on
Did
the
you do
lights.
me? Did you look at a DJ and go, I could do that?
No, I was. Me and mine is a DJ, and now and again I would go up. And went to a place called the Gregory in the Antrim Road. Rough as get out. The place was rough. There were fights in it every night of the week. But we went up anyway, and they got this new, what was called a dot matrix system, and all these looked like silver keys, and you just touched them, and the lights came on or off, and whatever. And he was playing the rave music, and it was going to that sort of, it was like a crescendo, and then there was a mic drop on it, and it went like that. But I had all the lights out. The place went black at the right time, by the way, because I hit the strobe. The only one that was working then was the strobe, and everybody was just going like this. But it turned out it was one of the best moments on the night.
right.
And I wrecked it. I wrecked the lights.
Brilliant. Love that. Absolutely love
So I
that.
just gave it up after that.
I've one more question before we wrap things up for this episode. See my hair, right? And I may as well take advantage while you're here. There's a professional in the hair industry here. I can never, and I still to this day, can never find the right product to put my hair.
Depends what you want. Depends what you want.
Fuck off! What are you laughing
I tell you the right product. The fucking scissors.
If you put petrol on a light at the mid sort of
I
it
tell you-
depends on what you want. If you want wet look or
No,
dry
look, right?
Well,
I want a dry look, but at the minute, he's laughing at me. This is fucking Brill Cream, 2 bald spots up the fucking side.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking
Brown
Brill
pepper in the glass jar.
He used to have, do you know, Ultra? Do you know
BT
the
name.
purple Brill Cream Ultra?
Yeah.
He used to get purple, green, and blue back in the day. Brill Cream. He had the Ultra one that was like
Oh,
slicked back.
No, if you want dry, you're going for a matte clay. If you don't want a clay or a
See,
greasy feeling, you go
you
for
know,
powders.
I have. Right,
powders.
listen, I have powders. I'm using them at the minute, but obviously it doesn't stay. Like 'cause my hair's floppy.
Yeah, it wears off.
It does, but then like wee strands come down and all, and then I usually after a powder, it spray it with a wee bit of hairspray.
Yeah, you're doing it right.
fucking
doing it
disclaimer.
right, but
He's
what-
not
what-
mine.
But and then when I go into the barbers, they're like, "Fuck me, mate," you know when they're trying to. Like,
Well, people come into the barbers all the time and their hair's loaded with product, and it's like it's solid gel with gel.
that's,
And you're
yeah.
like, you knew you were coming for a haircut.
Not my hair.
Wash your hair.
Wash your hair. And I have to watch out because I'm not putting my tools to
Sorry.
stress.
Hold on a minute now.
Butt plug.
Is it like a barber's in Bulgaria?
do tell.
Oh Jesus Christ! No, I didn't go to the barbers in Bulgaria. I went for a massage in Bulgaria, and it was the worst decision I ever made in my life. I got beat. It was a punishment beating. That's what it was.
From
a happy- that's a happy
weightlifter.
From a woman.
That's a happy ending in the new lodge.
What did you call her? Schmolga or something?
Oh,
I would
female
have big
weightlifter.
fucking
Serious.
Schmolga. She was like fucking Princess Fiona when she's an ogre. Like she fucking built like a brick shit house. Like beat the fuck out of me. But no, I just wanted to know because it's brutal. Like
It's quite dry at the minute, like.
it is, but it's too long at the minute. Because see what I say, I'll take my headphones off. Hold on.
Okay, look at
It's
that.
long, yeah. Look at the length.
See this, but see at the sides. Like at the last place I went to, I asked for like a skin fade at the bottom and then a wee bit off the top. But when I say a wee bit, he went like, "There you go,
Yeah.
is that enough?" And I'm like,
Well,
Is that
there's
the
a golden rule. There's a golden rule in a barber shop. If you leave the shop with your hair too long, it's your fault, not the
"It
barber's
is, yeah."
fault.
No, because to
So
be
it is.
fair, barbers
We're there
always
to cut it
check.
short. We're
Is
there
this
to cut it
okay
short.
for you there? And then you're like, "Yeah, it's sweet, mate." When they get the wee mirror and all, but here.
He
Anyway,
knew he was in the wrong place, Sean.
Yes.
When
was.
the barber says I'm away from my lunch, he walked over and fucking got the Labrador.
Here's the thing.
Put the glasses on.
if I walk in, Sean, to your Cambridge's barbers, will you look after me?
I'll try my very
I'll
best.
pay you. Like
I'll
Jesus
try my
Christ, I'm
very
not
best.
asking for a freebie, by the way. Like, I'll be
Yeah, look, I'm going to take his tool out.
I'll get the tools straight.
get your tool out. I'll go in and say, Sean, you said you get your tool out for me, Mum. No, but listen, it's been a merry old time. That's us wrapped up. Good to be back, isn't it?
Yeah, before
It
we
is
go,
indeed.
Oh,
It
here,
is
here,
indeed.
here, here.
I got you a wee gift. That's the hobnobs, I promise you.
He's a
Sean.
He's a big knob.
Podcast, you could have at least had a cup of tea for me, you know what I mean?
do,
But
Sean.
I
anyway,
agree,
but it
Sean.
doesn't
I
matter,
agree.
You know what I mean?
It's his house we recorded in,
Listen,
the ignorant
there's
bastard.
a wee mug for Dackie,
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
right? And there's a wee mug for my dad.
That is class.
Sean.
And you got the right dimensions of us as well. It's
And they're-
that looks just like me. I'm that thin.
They're,
better.
they're from a wee company, Sunny Signs in Craigavon. They
Oh,
done them
shout
up for me,
out
so
Sunny
that's- so
Signs. That's brilliant,
There
mate.
you go.
Sonny,
That's my dad.
Sonny, that's fantastic.
I would say don't put
Look
it
at
through
that.
the dishwasher too many times, but I don't know what way that'll stay on or
Sean,
come up. We'll
thank
just
you
stick them
so
on a
much.
shelf.
Do you know what we'll
Stick
do?
them on a shelf.
These will become part of our set.
The will indeed.
I think we'll need
indeed.
to model
you go.
those for the thing. Sean,
And
that's
enjoy the
class,
hobnobs.
mate. Thank you. So,
Thank you so much.
I will
They
enjoy
were
your
£2 on deal. Don't worry about it.
hobnobs. That's class. Just hold yours up to the camera there, Mick, and we'll just show. That's
and my
exactly
dad.
me and my dad.
Fantastic.
Class. Listen,
I
Sean,
treasure that.
thank you so much for coming in,
problem,
mate.
Declan.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm off tomorrow.
I'll see you the next. I'll fucking stalk you. I'll see
Well,
you.
all day.
Did I get the Jedward's dad look out of the way?
Sean, I'm not coming back after my faux pas.
Listen,
Bring a wee
thank you
chair.
very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening as well. Make sure you share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you again soon.
And visit my Cambridge's.
Oh, Cambridge's Barbershop. Fuck, go there. Go there.
There you go.
Good spot. Good spot. Cheers.